What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling arise video. It's your boy Payne. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Long weekend to all my Canadians. We are going to be busy this week with our families, including myself. I'm already there. I'm going to be out of town tomorrow, guys, so there'll be a little bit less content from me, and I'll be back Monday, going full tilt again on Tuesday with some more Halloween streams, as well as some more SLA content for you guys, of course. Now, I just want to really quickly say, for all those brand new supporters and existing supporters, we're at 4,408. I've sent out all 3 codes to everybody, so shout out to you guys for supporting. And also I'm also going to give my shout out to my top 10: Payneblade, Mom, Slam, Travis, ClickX, Irwin, couple NIDs here, Forsaken and Step Bear. Thank you as usual for sticking around at the top 10. For everybody else in the top 20, 30, 40, 50 up to the 4,000s now, thank you guys for the support. Please check your My Page. So if you go to this little creator program, go to log in, and then you go to log into your account, check the My Page section of that account. Under the supporter tab, there's a coupon history underneath in that page. You guys can click your codes, copy them, put them into the game, and get your damn redeem codes. A lot of you guys have been asking how to do it. I've said it almost every video now, so I'm going to keep repeating it because a lot of people still don't understand how to do so. All right, so there you guys go. That's done. Now, the second thing I want to talk about real quick is the Payneblade server Halloween event. Make sure you join the server. Shout out to Mikhail and everyone else who participated in this. We are holding a competition here. For anyone who's into Halloween, if you share your costume and your decorations with the community, you can win yourself a limited time roll called a Deathwing roll for participating and being part of the top 10 votes. All right, so you guys can see here, Mikhail here has the actual roll himself. It looks like this. It's a pretty badass roll. Love it. And every person can submit one image, one post in the event. It can be your costume, your decorations. You can take a picture of your market decorations in your area. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be your house or your costumes. But to prove that the image belongs to you, you need to have a paper with your Discord name written on it visibly somewhere in the photo. It doesn't matter if your face is visible or not. Just the paper needs to be there. Okay, just so we keep it fair. Top 10 most voted entries will be featured in one of my videos, probably one of my streams. To vote for an entry, please react to the thumbs up. You can add whatever reaction you want to the post to show your appreciation, but only thumbs up is counted as a vote. You can also vote as many times as you want, including your own. If there's a tie in the end with more than 10 vote entries, we'll remove the randomizer to pick 10. All right, so there you guys go. Really cool competition. Check it out. One of a kind Discord name and title for our Discord. Remember, the Discord description is in every video. You can always check that out. Now, let's go to the video itself. I'm actually going to be doing an updated tier list. So let's talk a little bit about that, guys, and what it looks like. So I kind of already began. We're going to talk a little bit about the changes that I've made. So these SRs have remained the same. The only one that I moved to C is Song Yi here. The other ones that used to be in A, I've moved them down to B because I've left a special slot in hell for these SSRs that currently are absolutely pointless to me and need a massive buff. Now, I'm not going to be real. They're not pointless. They still have some purpose. They're just in dire need of buffs. To me, these SRs right here sometimes play a bigger role than 4 of these SSRs. So I know Choi recently, they tried to attempt to give him a buff. Still not enough. He's still lacking so much. After all of our testing that we did on my pay-to-win account, on my free-to-play account, this man is struggling to keep up even to this date. So Choi needs some love. Lim, unfortunately, doesn't hold a stick to any of the other breakers, especially Harper, his counterpart on Dark now. Dongsu still doesn't really have much of a purpose on a win team outside of defeating a shield if you ever need it. Even though he is defense backed, he has really high numbers. His numbers just don't show in game. And he's just not pulling his weight, unfortunately. And then Beck's still too damn slow. With Gun He out, he has completely been outclassed, outshined, out DPS, out everything. So another person that really needs some love. His counterpart, SM Beck, though, does look a lot better. So at least they've done a decent job upgrading him. Now let's move over to S. Again, I'm becoming a lot more strict with my tier list because we're getting more characters. And more characters means more power creeps. And we got to be a little bit more stringent about the way we rate things now, okay? So let's talk about the S class. Okay, so S class here, we have a couple category units that will fall in this line now. Now, because we're starting to see way more, Sa goes into S, Wu goes into S. I think Wu's might even be better than Sa at this point. I'm going to throw in Hansi Mi, I think, probably into S, as well as the brand new unit, GINA, as well into S, because I find that there's still no use for her, and she's a very similar unit to Hansimi in regards to her buffs, specifically focusing on fire and giving some more attack buffs, obviously, but they are pretty hand in hand in my opinion in regards to what they do. She obviously has a little bit more DPS. She has more utility and survivability, so they kind of, again, go hand in hand in terms of how they complement one another. So I do think this is probably how the S category is going to look. SS, we're going to put in SM Beck. We're going to throw in Emma this time. Emma's going to drop from the triple S category at this point because, again, we're being a little more strict. She's finding less and less use as the game goes on, and the way things are being changed now with less AoE requirement, more element requirements, things are looking a little bit worse now for Emma than before. Not taking away from her abilities to clear content, by the way, just more where she's usable before, she's not quite as usable now, right? So keep that in mind. Min, I'd say, yeah, I want to put Min in here as well, too. Libora, I'll put in here as well too, just because of her weapon and her ability to do Charmed, which gives you 15% more damage, of course. So does his punishment. He has a little bit more utility than her. I'd say probably goes more like this right here, like that, right? And I feel like that pretty much. I'll put her at the top end. She was just buffed. She is actually much stronger now. She technically, you know what? Maybe I'll put her. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna keep her there. I was going to say she doesn't really match up to the rest of these guys that we're going to see. Now, the only triple S support I see right now currently is probably still Mei Lin. She can fit on any team and make everybody better around her, right? Then next is going to be Harper for Breaker. Then it's going to be Cha, I'd say, here. Then it's going to be Mireille here. I put Charlotte probably right about there. Okay? Maybe even closer to here. And then I still think he's the best character in the game. I don't think that's changed. Survivability, breaking, etc. Now, you could argue, if you wanted to, that you go this way and just, you know, because of her DPS outshining everybody else's, you could technically argue that. So, you know, we could do this, technically. For the whale, for sure, it's Mireille. For the overall player, it's Gun-Hee. So it depends on what kind of player you are, but that right there should be the category in regards to where things sit. Cha could technically arguably be here as well too, but because she does rely so much on Gun-Hee's damage, or his buffs plus his weapon, it's a little bit more difficult to put her above anybody else. So I think right now, this is how the list will look most accurately. Now, remember, there is a brand new list as well of weapons that just came out. So I will be covering a brand new weapon tier list as well, too. If you guys want to compare what my last spot looked like, you can go check out the last video. I think this is a lot more accurate now than ever. We've now been a lot more strict about the way we're grading things. I know there's quite a few triple S's, but you know, the reality is some of these characters are still living up to their names, right? And it's cool to see some OG characters still here. Like, I'd say Cha's considered the first global character, so she's still there. We have Min obviously in early access and SS, Libora early access, Emma early access. So I mean, technically SM Beck is early access. So we have a lot of these characters that are in fact keeping up, and that's a big shout out to Netmarble for making these older characters still viable, even though newer characters are coming out and should technically be taking their place. The biggest disappointment I think in this list right now for me is GINA, and it's not because of her. It's also because there's no place for fire. So her stock may go up more as we see better units come out for fire. Right now, Choi just isn't the proper DPS. Yusuyun is good, but she can't hold her own, just like Mireille or Alicia. Speaking of Alicia, where the hell is Alicia? Oh shit, guys, hold on. Did I miss Alicia? Oh, I missed Alicia. There we go. Let me put her back. God damn. There we go. Sorry, guys. Missed the queen. Queen of Ice, right there. Okay, that's how it looks. That's better. I was like, where the hell is Alicia? Alicia doesn't hold a stick to Charlotte for Dark, doesn't hold a stick to Cha. So until they get a proper fire DPS, we won't really see the true potential of GINA. So for now, she sits with Hansimi, and we'll hopefully see more from her in the future, especially more from fire in general as an element. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Tier list for weapons coming up very shortly. That needs to be updated because we got a brand new one, and we got ourselves some SSR Hunter weapons as well to add to that list as well too. All right, see you guys. Take care.